Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Now, what are we going to be doing in this video? It's going to be a little bit weird. So basically, I bought the the Wooting 60HE a while ago, so you can see some videos on here. And so what happened is, I updated the case. So I bought, one of those nice metal cases, and all that kind of stuff, so you can actually see it here. And so, because of that, I'm now left with, the original Wooting case, kind of on its own. I just put in, kind of like a piece of plastic here to kind of hold the keys in place. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to turn this into an actual, like, proper working keyboard for the cheapest price possible. So I consulted the boys on Reddit, and apparently you can pick any gh60 PCB for the keyboard. I'll just zoom in here, like so, and apparently this should fit just straight in to this case. And so yeah, and they're very cheap as well. So I just got this one. I got it without the without underglow, so because it was a little bit cheaper, and you won't see the underglow anyway, because the underglow will be pointing down, and so you would need a transparent case, so it's kind of pointless. And so yeah, it should hopefully fit in. So I got it here. So yeah, let's take a look. It came in this inconspicuous box, just like nothing, you won't know what it is until you open it. And yeah, that's it. So it's just a box, and then the board itself wrapped up nicely. Good foam, or what you call bubble wrap. And then nicely protected in here as well. And it even comes with some weird things here for some reason. But yeah, we'll see what that is in a bit. Yeah, so overall, the PCB looks like this. It is USB-C, which is good. And the PCB is fairly thick as well, which is good as well. All right. So, let's see what this thing is. Yeah, it looks like it's some diode or something, like a very small diode. So yeah, not sure what the point of that is, but anyway, yeah. So I suppose the first thing is we want to see if it actually fits in the case. So yeah, should go in here, and I do have some of these screws screwed in, so I'll just unscrew them. All right, so now all the screws are unscrewed, so we're gonna try and shove this in and see if it fits. And yeah, so yeah, look at that, the USB port fits perfectly. And also, if you look at the screws, so yeah, the screw mounts, they mostly fit, yeah. So yeah, most of them fit fine. There might be a bit of a problem with the bottom. So yeah, there's kind of no screws at the bottom that align. Except for this one actually, so there's just one here. Yeah, and the rest, they don't really. So yeah, that's not great, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, it actually fits, so the boys on Reddit didn't lie, so that's good. So yeah, next thing is, we want to check if the PCB actually works. And for this PCB, you actually do need to solder in everything. It's not hot swappable, and it should support the ISO layout. So it support this layout here, kind of British one or whatever you call it. So yeah, let's actually see if it supports it. Take out the PCB, and it should go. So it should be like this pretty much. So if I flip them over at the same time, it should be like this. And yeah, probably supports it. Yeah, this isn't really exactly up to spec, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this should be fine. So anyway, let's plug in a USB cable. So yeah, the PCB is now armed and dangerous. So yeah, I should actually probably did this kind of the other way around, but it is what it is. So what we want to do is we want to actually, if I did it this way, it should be fine. Yeah, we want to head over to some keyboard tester website. So just like so, Trester. Yeah, this one should be fine. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to grab this kind of wire. So just anything that you can short the keyboard together. You can use metal pliers as well if you want, but I don't have those, so we're gonna use these. So then what you want to do is you just want to kind of short some of the keys and see if they work. And yeah, this one should have did something, or is this thing not working? Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, that is R key. That is the 4 key. 5, 6. Yeah, so if you just do kind of most of the some of the kind of main keys here, see what they output. Yeah, all right, so they do. So it looks like it's working fine. Well, fine enough. So we can proceed with the mounting of the switches, and then we'll flash QMK firmware onto it. So yeah, so it's going to be going on this way, like so, which means the switches, they need to face this direction, like so. And we're going to use this as kind of reference where they all go. So yeah, the top line is going to be fairly straightforward. It gets a little bit more complicated when you get to the bottom, because I'm not really sure where the fuck do they go at the bottom, but it is what it is. We'll try your best. All right, so for the switches, I actually don't have enough switches to cover the whole keyboard in one switch. So I have these holy pandas here, and I have these jelly kind of things. So if you go on Amazon, and if you search for mechanical switch, you should see them fairly quickly, because that's how I got them. Let's see, where are they? Okay, well, I found them faster the other day. Mechanical switch, I don't know, I think it's called jelly or something. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's one of these. Yeah, So once yeah, there they are. So yeah, that's these boys. So it's lavender purple. So these are the switches that I'm gonna use alongside with the other ones. So yeah, these are again like one of the cheapest switches you can buy on Amazon. These are for some reason unavailable right now. But if you look at their other ones, like their Cream Pro, it's like, you know, 19, 20 pounds for what is it, 45 pieces, so it's not too bad. So yeah, these I'm thinking I will use for the letters, and then these for everything else, because what were they again? How many grams? Yeah, it doesn't say, but anyway, they sound like this. Yeah, so yeah, fairly decent. And then the holy pandas, I got these from AliExpress, so I don't know if they're real or not, but it is what it is. Yeah, these are a bit heavier. They feel a bit heavier, so I'll probably do these, like, you know, for the numbers, and then the rest for the other shite. So yeah, we can just plop them in like this, so you can see they go in like that, and then you would just need to solder them in. So yeah, and they do kind of wobble, as you can see, so make sure that you kind of solder them fairly straight on. Now obviously it'll be better if you had a plate, so you could put the switches on the plate and then put the plate on the just on here, and that will actually work out much better than what I'm doing here. But I tried 3D printing a plate and it didn't come out too well, because I kind of 3D printed it in 2 pieces, and then I what you call it, I like glued the 2 pieces together. So it didn't really work out that well. And anyway, I have these things backwards. So yeah, I am actually going to see if I can use this plate, because it'll be easier. So yeah, I'm gonna reverse these, the position of these, and see if it works. So I'll be back in a second. All right, so I removed all the switches from the plate, and yeah, it is a bit too big, unfortunately. I don't think the switches will fit properly, although yeah, I'm gonna try actually put in the top row switches in the proper direction and then see if it actually goes in. Okay, so check this out. I added the switches to the top. As you can see, there is a bit of flex, all right, but honestly, it's not even that bad. Like, I am pretty sure, you know, it will work fine for the rest of the switches, pretty much. So yeah, we'll go with that. Now the only thing I'll need to do is I'll need to kind of trim the edges a little bit. Yeah, because at the moment it actually sticks out like a good bit. So yeah, I'll need to trim the edges because it doesn't fit into the case anymore. But once I do that, I think it should be all right. Yeah, should be fine, I think. Yeah. So yeah, let me do that. I'll try shove in the rest of the switches and then see how it is. All right, so I grinded off the sides a little bit. So yeah, now you can see it's like a good bit thinner. So it should go in. I also added a little bit of keys around the place, kind of, so that it's, you know, fully supported. And yeah. So yeah, now it goes in a little bit better. Jesus, there's a lot of flex, but that looks fine to me, I think. Yes, I'm just looking at the screws. The screws aren't really aligning that well. So yeah, what that means is I need to grind the top a little bit as well. So yeah, grind the sides, need to grind the top as well. And I'll need to grind possibly the corners as well. Yeah, because they might be sticking out a little bit too much. So yeah, I'll be back when I finish grinding those. Alright, so I grinded a little bit of the top and a little bit of the bottom. Now, unfortunately, the kind of corner, when the corners died, but that's fine. There's still enough area to secure the keys. So let's see if everything aligns how it should now. Okay, so your USB is in, and the yeah, the screws are still not aligned for some reason. Not sure why that is. Surely it doesn't need to be closer. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, okay, nice. So yeah, it was just not in all the way. I needed to push it kind of fairly hard. So yeah, now all the screws are more or less aligned. So yeah, that will actually work just fine. Excellent. So I'll be able to populate the rest of these keys now. So yeah, that should be fairly decent, and we will actually use this plate because it'll be a lot easier to solder in versus if you're using, you know, without plate. Then the keys will be kind of all over the place. Whereas now, just pop this guy here. You can see it's like in the perfect place, and that actually sounds decent. So yeah, pretty good. I will take this apart and populate the rest of the keys now. Alright, so yeah, this is how all the switches are gonna look like. So yeah, I used pretty much all of the Holy Panda ones. And then just used the these jelly ones for the like letters. So yeah, make sure that the sticks are all like pointing up, like so, for all of them. And then the enter key is going to be pointing this way, because that's how it looks like it should be on the PCB. So yeah, next thing I'm going to try and smash this onto the PCB and see how that goes. So yeah, that actually went on easier than I expected. So how you'll be able to tell is if all the kind of if they're pins, so you know, if these switch pins, if they are sticking up through the PCB, and if you can see them easily sticking up through the PCB, that means you'll be able to solder them easily. And so yeah, it wasn't actually too bad going in. So yeah, next thing, what I'm gonna do off camera is I'm literally just gonna solder each pin down so that they make, you know, proper contact and they'll actually be usable as a keyboard. Then after that's soldered, we can start playing around with QMK. So yeah, let's do that. All right, and so we're back. So yeah, I soldered all of them, hopefully. I don't think I missed any of them. So yeah, a nice tip is when you start soldering, just solder kind of the keys around the edges so that it's nice and solid, and then you can solder the middle keys a little bit faster. And then when you're soldering, kind of just push the key down a little bit to make sure it's, you know, fully seated. So yeah, it looks like this. Now, one of the things here you would need to watch out for is make sure you don't cover this thing. So you'll see the reset. So that's actually what we'll use to flash QMK firmware. But before we do that, I want to see what kind of layout is on here. So if we go back to our keyboard tester here, just reload that page. Plug the keyboard in, like so. Okay, escape works, 1 works, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 0, this, backspace, excellent. So yeah, that was escape, this is tab, QWERTY, okay. Yeah, next thing, caps lock, then boom, 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 boom. Okay, this thing needs to obviously be remapped to something, but it looks like it is pressed, so that's good. As you can see undefined here. Shift, okay, so that thing goes there. Z, X, C, V, B. That. Ah. Okay, well, that needs to be remapped, but anyway, that's fine. So Control, Alt, okay, so that's Windows. Then this is Alt, okay, space works. Alt here works. This is probably Windows again. Oops. No, it's right control. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This is the arrows. Interesting. Interesting setup. What is this then? Okay, so that's okay. So most of the stuff is in the right place, and as you can see, all of the keys work, except for which one did we have a problem with? Kind of the one that was undefined. Yeah, so yeah, this one. Oh no, wait, what was? Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, but anyway, it does print out something, so apparently it should be working. So that's good. So now that we know they're all working, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put the keys back on so it's kind of easier to reference. And then we'll head over to QMK and we'll start building that. Okay, so after putting the keys in, there is a little bit of a problem on the right side where the keys, they get stuck in a little bit. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but everywhere else is actually fucking perfect. It's only the right side here. I'm not really actually sure what to do. I guess if I lift this thing up, nah, even then, it's like I can put more foam in here. Yeah, so I have like a bunch of foam that I can use. So yeah, even if I put in like a load of foam, I don't think that will help too much. Yeah, so first of all, it needs to kind of actually get into that fucking thing. So yeah, that might be way too much foam actually. Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, not sure what I can even do to solve this, to be honest. It's like right now, it's, you know, fully in. Or maybe if I put in the screws, it might help. But I don't know. It doesn't look good the keys are just stuck, which is a shame. Because this side is actually, yeah, this side is very close as well. Like this escape is also pressing against it. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what to do. But anyway, first of all, we need to make sure that QMK actually fucking works with this thing. So for QMK, it is meant to be using this. It's meant to be using the yd60mq from ymdk. So yeah, it's meant to be using that. So to build QMK, I'm actually going to use VirtualBox, because doing this on Windows is just big ass fucking pain. And for VirtualBox, you can just pick any random Linux ISO. I picked Endeavor OS in this case, but literally it just doesn't matter what you do. So here it is. All right, let's bring it up. So we should be able to connect the USB keyboard into here, like so. All right, kind of forgot what the password for this was meant to be. Okay, I'm guessing that's wrong. All right, okay, nice. So now that we're here, what we want to do is we want to fire up a terminal. Like so. And I think it downloaded, yeah, so I have QMK firmware here. QMK firmware. And so to download QMK firmware, all you need to do is just clone this thing. So, what the heck? Yeah. What the fuck is happening here? Oh, weird. Some compositor issue. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make this a little bit bigger. Not that much. Yeah, like so. And let's see, if I were to increase this, would it increase as well? Okay, it does. Excellent. Cool. So yeah, that's set up nicely. Okay, I'm gonna fucking close this thing. It's just annoying the shit out of me. What is going on? Anyway, okay now. So, right, you'll also need to download. You will need to download. Yeah, you'll need to download QMK. So you can do sudo pacman-s QMK or apt-get install QMK. And you also need to apt-get install git. You will also pretty sure installed some other stuff, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So once you install all this stuff, to actually build the keyboard, what you want to do is you want to run this make ymdk 16 LED default. Let's see. So I should have this command saved. So yeah, there it is. So once you press enter, once you're inside the QMK folder, and if you make this, it should build it. Yep, there we go. So yeah, it built it just fine. And so yeah, that's where the hex is. But well, we need, do I have code installed? Okay, so I need to do or sudo this code. So yeah, this is just a Visual Studio Code because it's easier to work with. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to create another terminal here actually. And I'm gonna go with like this. Okay. Actually, yeah. So cd into QMK firmware. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to go into keyboards, and we're going to go into ymdk, like so. And then we're going to go into this thing here, yd60mq. So cd yd60mq, like so. So yeah, we have the 16 LED one, we have all the other stuff here as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clone. So we're gonna cp r the 16 LED one, and we're gonna copy it into here, and it's going to be called let's see, like R KB, like so. So now we have RKB. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a code inside here. So this is going to open Visual Studio Code eventually. Yes, I trust all the authors, and I'm going to move this up to what the fuck? Okay, I'm going to move this to a different location so that it's easier for us to edit the whole fucking thing. So, yeah, section, get lost. Okay. So in RKB, so in our thing, so interesting. How the fuck? I guess I see what's going on here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this is where we're going to edit the LEDs. So yeah, RGB light, we are going to get rid of this because we don't have RGB light. So we're going to save that. Then inside the info JSON, we are going to look for RGB light, and we're going to set it to false. Probably. Then let's see, what else do we have? So yeah, matrix pins is fine. Backlight. Yeah, all of this is probably going to be fine. So yeah, we have the layout here, layout ANSI, then all the other shite. Like so. Okay. So that's fine. Now, we do have an ISO version of this, so yeah, you can see the key map here. So yeah, that looks okay, I think. We're gonna try it. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to here, and we're gonna run the build command again, but we are going to run or KB, and then we're gonna run the ISO layout. Actually, because this can get a bit confusing, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, and I'm going to rename it to R. So it'll be exactly the same as this. So then, instead of ISO, we just type R, and hopefully that builds okay. Yeah. So yeah, we can actually close this window here. So yeah, it built okay. Firmware size is okay. So now what we can do is we can try to flash it. So I am going to connect this keyboard up to the PC. Now it should show up inside devices and USB. So we should see it. Yeah, there it is. So here it is, ymdk yd60mq. So we're going to pass that in here. So it should be passed in now. And so what this means is I should be able to type here, but I should not be able to type here. And that is the case. As you can see, nothing comes up. So that's good. Okay, so the next step is to actually get the instructions for flashing it. So we just add a tac flash at the end. Okay, that's fairly easy. But first, what we want to do is we want to put this keyboard in the bootloader mode. And so how that works is, if you head over to the back of the keyboard and you see where it says 2 resets. Yeah, so it's either these two or these two. I'm not really actually sure which one. So we're gonna grab our piece of cable again, and we are just going to short these two things here, like so. So yeah, once that's reset, we should see a new device here. So yeah, we have an Atmel ATM42, so this is what we're looking for. So connect that. Connect that. Can't attach device. Why? Okay, so it's already captured. Okay, interesting. Okay, so yeah, it's already captured. So that's good. Okay, so now if we, okay, this is gonna be a bit awkward, but if we put flash at the end, this should work. I hope. Yep. Looks like it's working. Make finish with errors. Why? Let's see, there is. Let's see, is it working now, or what the heck is going on? Okay, so it seems to be working. Okay, so yeah, it seems to have flashed it. I'm not sure why there was an issue. Okay, well, I mean, everything seems to be working, maybe. Yeah. Well, it's working better than it was anyway. So yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so now that we know it's working, what we need to, oh shit, what we need to do is we need to configure. Oh, okay, so I see I went a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna plug this thing out while we configure it, because it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, what I need to configure is the boot magic, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, in QMK here in our key map, what we need to do is inside this layer. So yeah, they actually, where is this actual thing? LT1. Okay, so yeah, this is actually fine, but this needs to be KCR or S. FT. So this is R, right shift. Yeah, right alt, left alt, KC down, KC control. So this will be R, CTL. KC down is actually, well, actually, yeah. Because how I have it on this one's actually, so yeah, I'll probably actually do the same thing here. So yeah, this will be KC down. Yeah, this will be KC left. And then this will be KC. Yeah, so this will be KC up. Yeah, so KC up. All right. And then this one. So this R alt is actually going to be R LT 1. Like so. This will be KC right. So yeah, just don't want to mess that up. So KC right. Now, inside here, we need to look for the reset key. So in QMK reboot loader, we need this functionality. Because there is like a special key. There is a special key for it. Yeah, there it is. QMK boot key code. So we need to look for this QMK boot. Yeah, we just need the, because I don't really remember how you actually set it up, and there was like a way, yeah, I think it's here. Yeah, there it is. Put into bootloader mode. Okay, excellent. So to enable this thing, it's called, what is it called? Quantum key codes. Okay. So note QMK make requires blah in your config. Okay. All we need is this. So we are QK boot. I don't think it needs anything specific. So yeah, QK boot should be fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this inside the second layer, which will be activated by pressing the Alt, by holding the Alt key, I mean. So yeah, what the heck is UG toggle? Yeah, there is a lot of weird shit here, but anyway, we can play around with that later once we get, so QK boot. This will put it in bootloader mode, right? Yeah, QK boot. Okay. So now let's try and just build it. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, so just build it. Let's see if it builds properly. Then we'll flash it for the last time, and then we'll be able to flash it properly next time. Okay. So yeah, that looks good. So now we need to flash. Like so. And so yeah. Once again, plug it in. And then reset it for the last time. Like so. So yeah, just hold it there for a second. Now check the USB, and yeah, so it's reset. So now we should be able to flash it. Bootloader. I guess it needs to always connect. Okay, yeah, so we always need to press connect in this thing. Okay, so it should be fine. How we can check this is if I go here, yep, And then if I go, yeah, so right now, for example, as you can see, we don't see we see the normal keyboard name. But if I hold down this and press this key, it should go into bootloader mode. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, as you can see, it goes into bootloader mode. Now for USB settings, I'm actually going to how do I, yeah, okay, so there we go. So I'm gonna add this so that it's always there, so that it should always connect to this virtual machine when it's flashing. So yeah, now we don't need to go in here every time. Well, I'm gonna disconnect this because now we're gonna try and put the keyboard into the case like properly. Now I kind of made a mistake by adding all of the keys here, so I'm gonna need to take some of them out because I need to you know, put them in. So yeah, I need to remove a couple of keys here. Okay, I'm gonna need to grab my key puller because this is very fucking difficult. So, all right, so yeah, I removed all the kind of troublesome keys that might get in the way. And yeah, obviously I'm not using any stabilizers. For now, I might see if there is like kind of cheap stabilizers that I can find on AliExpress or somewhere, and then I'll put them in here. But for now, it'll just be without stabilizers. So yeah, it's not the best. Let's see, do we want to add more foam in here? I don't know, it won't really fit, to be honest. Like, I can put more foam here, maybe. I did actually remove a bunch of foam from this thing. So, yeah, do you know what? I'll probably cut out a piece of foam here, put in the bottom maybe, because this is a little bit too big. Yeah. But this is pretty good. I'm not sure where I got this from, I forgot. But yeah. Can just do it like in the corners, you know. Yes, that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out a bit of foam to just put in the corners, so it's kind of, you know, a little bit better. All right, so yeah, I cut out a little bit of foam. It obviously doesn't look great, but you know, it's fine. So next thing is gonna slide this thing in here. So get it all the way in. It's getting stuck on something. What the heck? The heck? Why is it stuck on something? That's weird. Okay. I don't know, maybe I need to remove this keycap as well. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So yeah, not sure why that was getting stuck. Yeah, I guess it was that keycap actually. Okay. So yeah, that's in now. There's no screws in the middle. I don't think actually. Hang on. Yeah, so there's no screws in the middle. It's just kind of screws all on the side. So yeah. Okay. So let's get screwing, I suppose. Where is my thing? So yeah. All right. Okay. Now the other side here. Oh yeah, see another one over here. Good. Okay. And so there's one more screw, but I don't. Oh, okay, yeah, there is actually. So yeah, there's one hiding here. Okay, I'll actually need to remove this out. So I think that's a screw post anyway. Okay, it actually might not. Oh no, it is. Yeah, that definitely is a screw post. I can see it now. Okay. Why is it not gripping? The fuck? Confused. Yeah, that is definitely a screw post. What the fuck? It's like directly in the center as well, so I don't know why it's not doing anything. The heck? I'm so confused. What the fuck? Okay. Well, you know, fuck it. I don't really care too much, it's fine. Cool. Now the keyboard is more or less in place. Yeah, I can see that it's actually bent quite badly for some reason. Actually, how the fuck did that work out? Yeah, so you can see the switch is quite bent for some reason. Even though I don't really think it should be, but it is what it is. And the problem is, yeah, because it's kind of bent sideways, it's not really going to go in properly, like so. Yeah, not sure what I'll do about that actually. Yeah, and same problem with this one as well. So yeah, I guess they just kind of went in bent. Don't know. Yeah, same with this one actually, fuck. Yeah, if these were more straight, I think it would have been fine. So I'll probably need to desolder them and then kind of solder them a little bit more straight. Which means I'll need to unscrew all of this again. And yeah, well, anyway, I'll see. Alright, so I managed to improve it. It's still not perfect, but it's a little bit better. So you can see that the keys all actually work. Now I kind of broke, what I did was I kind of twisted the switch as far as it can go so that it's, you know, kind of, because before it was pointing kind of like this, you know, sort of, so I just kind of twisted it so it's pointing the other way, you know. And so yeah, it works a little bit better. Now though, I'll need to check if it actually works, because I did break one of the switches by accident and had to resolder a new one. So Let's see. We can actually go back to our keyboard tester here. Refresh the fucking thing. Okay. Escape 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0. Boom, boom. Enter works great. Now these two things work as well. That works. Okay, caps lock for some reason doesn't work. The fuck? Okay, Windows works, Alt works, this thing 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 works. This, HDF. Okay. So yeah, everything works, except for caps lock for some reason. How did that happen? Aha. So, interesting. So if you look at this layout here, actually, I'm going to zoom in. Jesus, not that hard. Actually, fuck it, that hard will be fine. Let's move it up here. Wait for it to refresh. Okay. Now then. So instead of caps lock, which is fair enough, it's actually going into this layer, which is kind of annoying. So what we're gonna do instead is we are going to change the caps lock to probably to Casey Grave, actually, yeah. So yeah, so this is, you know, that kind of thing that you use in games. So whatever, we'll change it to this one, Casey Grave, so that we can actually fucking test this whole thing. So now, if we go over here, first, we delete this whole thing. Is it? I wonder. Okay, so I think that should stop this stupid shit from happening. Yeah, it does. Okay, so yeah, Pick'em was the problem. Pick'em is the thing that makes this whole window transparent. Anyway, so what are we doing? We are going to flash this thing, and we're going to put this thing into bootloader mode. It should be in bootloader mode. And yeah, it is. Okay, excellent. Okay, so finish with yours, which is fine. So yeah. Now, if we were to go onto our keyboard tester here, then press the caps lock. Yeah, you can see that the grave is now active. So all the buttons actually work, which is good. Now we just need to play around with the configuration here. But I'm just gonna do this later because you know, it's really up to you what you want to do, and obviously these hue saturation stuff won't be needed. So yeah, I'll just play around with this, see how it is. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.